Standing 6'11", number 35, Kevin Durant.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Thompson is out there with Maxi Kleber, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Phoenix, the forwards, Allen and Durant. Booker out there with Tyus Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Now Kevin Durant after the missed three from Klay Thompson. And Jones has it in the corner. Phoenix no good that time either. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Irving. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Irving against Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Irving. Allen against Thompson. Pass to Kleber. Now Irving. The three-pointer, no good. Down low. Durant kicks to Jones. Over Doncic. And the Suns miss again.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Irving from long range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight. Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The Suns number 1, 5th the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there and the numbers would back that up.
Doncic against Jones. Pass to Booker, puts up a 3. And it's Luka with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Irving rejected by Booker.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
to the middle. Here's Nurkic. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. It's a tie ball game.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here's Irving. He had 22 points in the win against Minnesota.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
1:07 left in the first quarter. And here's Jones. Pass to Allen. Over Thompson. Allen's shot is off.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 3-point lead. Driving inside. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. Phoenix has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Durant for 3. And finished off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside. Outside, Jones. A basket good off the assist from Allen. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Dwight Powell, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Exum, and it's Marshall in at the 4-man position. Maverick shooting well, 50% from the floor. Now here's Exum. He's covered by Beal. Now here's Exum. Powell with a screen on Beal. 4 on the clock. Plumlee with the steal. Lee outside. Drains the three-pointer. Lee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Coming off a solid outing against Minnesota.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Morris finds Plumlee. There's Lee with the 3. Exum pulls it in. And the Mavericks with possession here. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morris.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Jason Kidd has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Plumlee is checked in for Phoenix. And a brief look while we had the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. Kevin Durant, number one.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
Yeah, I concur with that. But it's not just finesse with him, guys. I mean, he can use his strength as well. He'll get his points the soft or the hard way.
And here's Exum after the three-pointer from KD. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Marshall. Here's Irving. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Jones against Kleba. Pass to Plumlee. The Mavericks pull it in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, and he lobs it up toward the rim and finished off by Exum.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Najee Marshall. Klay Thompson comes in for Dante Exum. And Doncic is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Beal against Thompson. Shoots over Beal. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
From 18 feet away, the shot by Beal, no good. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against Denver. Here's Irving. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Outside, Beal. Over Thompson. And Beal gets it to go. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Doncic outside. No good on the 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bull, a screen on Doncic. Here's Jones. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's Doncic missing. Jones with it. Here's Bull. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. KD, some great work for you defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Dallas Mavericks.
Showing they know how to play, team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there, showing they know how to play, chemistry is on display. Kenny, anything you like to say? Oh.
Shaq's chosen to rap because in the first half, he was taking a nap.
Oh, what you said was not full. In other words, it was terrible.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Up front, Durant plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Jones in at point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, DA. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Free throw good, Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Here's Irving. Rejected by Booker.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Get up and make some noise for your Sun Life Squad. Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Here comes some teachers. Get up out of your seats, everybody.
With this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Third is Luka Doncic.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Here's Irving. He has 7. Nurkic with the steal. Here's KD. Kleber with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Suns leading by 13. Allen surveying the D. The 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Knocks down the 3 ball. Allen's got 6 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so here is Dallas. They trail by 16. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's KD. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Doncic against Jones. Kleber sets the screen for Doncic. And that time, also a missed shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kyrie Irving.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips and all of a sudden you're locked in.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
Screen by Bull. Beal can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 18. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Irving with the ball. Jones covering. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Doncic typically is matched up against guards or wings, yet with his size, they have trouble keeping him off the board.
Now Jones. He has 5. Screen by Bull. Jones drives in. Count that one. Jones has got 7 points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Back to Doncic. They grab their own miss. Gafford passes to Doncic. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And it's 13 points for Luka Doncic.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Beal. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Kleber with the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Here's Irving. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
Beal from long range. He's off on that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. Look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Exum. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Marshall in a power forward. Here's Exum, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Suns leading by 11. And here's Booker, screened by Bull. Booker finds Bull. Off on the layup.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Marshall. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Phoenix has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Iguodala, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here is Irving. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And here's Booker following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Devin Booker attacking. Count it.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Mavericks trail by 8. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Nurkic checked in for Phoenix. Durant comes in for Bol Bol. Dallas also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Marshall. Thompson comes in for Exum. And Doncic is subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
On its way from Irving for 2. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half. Phoenix leading by 9, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Screen by Nurkic. Booker dishes to Nurkic. Booker trying to free himself up. Nurkic can't hit. Mavericks trail by 9. On the wing, Thompson. From outside the arc, Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now, here is Morris. Screen by Nurkic. Morris passes to Nurkic. Misses in close. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Morris against Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body. and becoming a better athlete, that spells trouble for the league.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Allen comes in for Bradley Beal, and Jones subbed in for Morris. Booker outside. Back to Jones. Nurkic setting the pick for Jones. To the inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Takes the 13-footer.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense. Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket, and that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Allen outside. Booker in the corner. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Right through the cylinder that time, all net.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Here's Doncic. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No better guy to take the big shot. Luka completely unfazed.
And that's an intentional foul. The Suns making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Suns, number 22, Mason Plumlee.
Inside, here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
Phoenix making some changes. Bol comes in for Kevin Durant. And Okogie subbed in for Booker. Doncic against Jones. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Tyus Jones. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And the Mavericks call time here. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Suns Dancers Dance Team.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
Third team foul. At the line for 2, Josh Okogie.
We got this. We got this.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
You got it out. Put your pitch down there. I got shoot.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Donnie's checked in for Allen. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Irving. And it's off from 3-point range. And so they foul intentionally.
no choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Thompson way outside. Plumlee with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
So the Suns win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some. And what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open. But some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Kevin Durant.